In this video, I'm going to show you how to start a blog. So obviously, the first thing you do is start here with your web pages. Let's go into Ben Counseling Service. And actually, we have to edit that because it's actually not the correct domain name and it needs to be correct. So it's bencounselingservices.com. Update it. Now we're going to go in here and take a look at my page, which is I don't have a page. So we're going to have to create a page. And the first thing we're going to do is probably upload a header image. Header images are a little tricky because they need to be fairly the height needs to be very small and the width needs to be very high. So this is one of the bigger challenges you're going to have. So to input an image, you're going to have to click on this, and you can either upload a image by a URL, or you can browse for an image and upload it, or you can actually upload the image here or you can click and drop and drag. Now I'm going to hit pause here for a second so we can save a little time, and I'm going to bring up some images. Okay, so here what I've done is I've brought up some images of Portland, Oregon. And to put up a kind of a header, I'm going to just pick on this one here. All right, that's a fairly nice looking little image right there. I'm going to grab my little snipper and do a new snip. Now, the trick is these things need to be fairly narrow and tight. So we're going to do one like that to see if it'll fit in there. And we may edit it a little bit, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. All right. Now these need to be fairly high resolution because they're going to get bigger fast. So let's go back to our site. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to paste that in there. My guess is this one's going to actually look pretty good. A little blurry maybe. All right, so we're just going to go ahead with this as an example. So we're going to save it. And then we're going to, down here is Advanced Edit. When you get into the Advanced Editor, there's a whole lot of things over here you can learn how to use. And then you can, for example, you can crop it if you want. Cropping would be approximately like that. I'm just going to do a quick crop here just for fun. Then you have to apply it, then you save it. And remember, you have to save it down here. And then we'll go to View Page. It's probably going to be a little funny. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a little blurry though, right? So you can go back and find, images, that you like. Here's an interesting one. I'm going to just see if I can bring that up. That's kind of pretty, isn't it? So I'm going to snip that one again. And just remember, it's got to be, images may be subject to copyright. So I'm going to leave it a bit like this. Now that's probably a little bit too tall, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in there and edit it. And go back here, and we're going to go down to Edit Your Page, Header Image. I'm going to delete it, put my cursor in there, paste it. Let's just go ahead and save it and see what happens. I like to pull it out just to get an idea of how it's going to look, and I usually pull it out about that far. It's really colorful. Somebody did some wonderful work with that. We'll save it, and we'll just do a quick view your page. Well, that's not so bad, is it? Kind of like that. Might be too colorful, but still, especially all this kind of orange up here looks like somebody got crazy with the color editor. But anyway, so now you've got a header page. Now, if you wanted, you could go back in here, and we're going to pick a. Let's not do that. Let's go back in here to the header image. Right, and we're going to go down here to this editor again, and let's just say we're going to put in a grayscale. Now that's kind of interesting. Brightness, take that off. Color filter, boy, that's that's kind of wild, isn't it? I don't know if I'd like that on a website, but it is kind of interesting. Let's see, there's a tint. And you can tint something if you want it to not be so bright. Let's do that. Yeah, that's way too. And you can change these colors by changing these numbers in here. I don't know what filter does. I've never done that yet. That's interesting button, so we can also blur it. And grayscale it. That's kind of nice. Grayscale with a value. It's kind of fun, isn't it? So anyway, brightness, a little too bright for me. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Anyway, so you can see how you can play with these things if you want to. That's wild. I'm going to go ahead and save that just for fun. So take another quick view, and that's how we edited and loaded up a header image. So we'll just give it a stop right now.